is an annex to the skin and is made up by a cylindrical corneous filament. It grows from inside the skin, and its roots, as well as its internal component called the bulb, are extremely important. Inside the bulb there is the papilla, the one in charge of producing hair, which is continuously generating new cells. The papilla extracts the fat from the sebaceous glands and is nurtured by the bloodstream through the capillary that feed the bulb. The human blood circulates through the papilla, carrying the necessary nutrients for the hair to grow. The life cycle of each hair follows 3 stages. The growth stage, which lasts from 4 to 7 years, the transition stage, which lasts 1 to 2 weeks, and the resting stage, which lasts between 2 and 4 months, after which the hair falls and a new one grows back and replaces the old one within the same follicle, which guarantees the continuity of the pilose cycle. The width, color, and speed of the regeneration of the human hair are ruled by inheritance. The conditions of the hair are influenced by the secretion of hormones. Male hormones are determinant in the distribution of hair throughout the whole body in both sexes, while female hormones stimulate the growth of hair on the scalp. The alopecia or hair loss is a dermatological disorder that causes great concern to humankind, given the importance the aesthetics of hair has for most civilizations. Researchers classify alopecias as follows.
Se me empezó a caer el pelo de momento, o sea, en la medida que iban pasando los días, iba viendo que se me iban cayendo por pedazos, o sea, eran como islotes así, y entonces me fui deprimiendo psicológicamente, porque imagínense una mujer con pedazos de cuero cabelludo, sin pelo, me iba viendo mal, socialmente todo el mundo me miraba. Yo soy maestra primaria, mis alumnos me preguntaban si estaba enferma. No le podía decir a los niños que estaba enferma de verdad, pero era una enfermedad y tenía que afrontarlo.
Alopecia is caused by nervous, endocrinal, metabolic, and genetic factors. The participation of the nervous system becomes evident when the hair loss occurs unexpectedly and the patient admits having gone through excessive emotional tensions or conflicts. The influence played by the endocrinal system as well as inheritance are clearly evident in the androgenic alopecia, in which the cells of the sebaceous glands become highly sensitive to the presence of a male hormone metabolite that forces them to produce excessive amounts of fat, which leads to an atrophy of the pilose follicle. This phenomenon occurs in males through several generations. Similarly, hair loss can be one of the clinical symptoms that results from any disorder in the hypophysis, the thyroid, or the adrenal glands. The aforementioned factors have a negative effect on the pillow's follicles by reducing their blood input and nutrients intake, which may lead first to a reduction of the synthesis of proteins and later to the follicle's atrophy. In Cuba, Dr. Carlos Millares Cao, physician and specialist in pharmacology and gynecobstetrics, studied the metabolism of human placentas that were kept alive in a laboratory environment. He found out a protein that had a pillotrophic activity. This substance was submitted to a pharmacological test using two specific biological models so that it could show its properties as a hair growth stimulant. In one such experiment, hair was removed from an area on the back of albino mice, where the product was dabbed on a daily basis. Hair in such area was totally restored after 15 to 20 days. In untreated animals, hair grew back after 45 to 50 days.
El otro modelo biológico conlleva la utilización de ratones también, pero en este caso recién nacidos. Se crearon dos camadas de ratones recién nacidos, a uno de los cuales se les aplicó la loción piloactiva y al otro el placebo, es decir, nuevamente el vehículo sin el principio activo. Se observó que en el grupo tratado con la loción piloactiva a los 9 días ya había alcanzado el total de su pelaje, mientras que el grupo tratado con el placebo no lo logra alcanzar hasta los 12 días. Esto nos demuestra la actividad estimulante del crecimiento del pelo de la sustancia activa de la loción piloactiva.
Once all the indispensable preclinical and clinical trials were successfully completed, the piloactive lotion of the cosmetic amniotherapy line of Dr. Carlos Millares Cao emerged as a new Cuban product for the treatment of the alopecia areata. The alopecia areata, a term first used by Savage to make reference to a disease that had already been described by Cornelio Celso in the year 37 BC, is most frequently seen on the scalp, although it can also affect the beard and the eyebrows. It appears like hairless plates, which are well demarcated by normal hairs. There are unique forms of this disease, such as the simple as well as multiple alopecia areata. All the forms follow a reticular pattern. There's also the total alopecia areata, which affects the entire scalp, and the universal alopecia, which affects hair growth in all of the human body. In Havana, Cuba, there is the Center of Placentary Histotherapy led by Dr. Carlos Millares Cao. This center, which was founded in April 1986, offers specialized medical assistance to Cuban as well as foreign patients. It has research laboratories as well as a plant for the manufacturing of different human placenta products.